Hey everybody, Charlie here. Welcome back. Evil Genius 2. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. My main objective is to capture John Steele Sr. in the lair. And look at this guy. He's just walking on through, all big and badass, thinking he's all that in a bag of potato chips. But you know what? We see him. We can identify him. And he's not that strong. But of course, he's probably got some tricks up his sleeve. And he probably hits really hard. I don't know. We'll see. We need to capture him and interrogate him on a venom trap. Now, I've got a couple of venom traps that I've installed. One of them is right here. I'm not entirely sure if, if this is a big deal or not, but I'm going to put it right there because I did. I think I have another one somewhere else too, but I forget. And while we're trying to do the whole John Steele thing, he's just going around the whole casino at this point, isn't he? He doesn't seem like he's able to get distracted. And I also only have the ability to capture him. So we're going to mark him for capture. As soon as he gets into here, he'll be marked anyway. So what we want to do, right, is we want to complete the research alms well that ends well. Because this is our side objective. And because we can only do one side objective at a time. So as long as we have this active, we can't do anything else, right? It's just sort of the way they've decided to pace the game. I don't agree with it, but it's the way it is. So that's something we have to do. So let's do the research on this. And the charity angle is an intriguing prospect for you. We're going to study how to get stupidly wealthy through nonprofits.
Research has begun.
It's awesome. Okay. So let's speed up time really quick here. There's also a couple of other things we need to do on the map, actually, so let's take a look at that. It says invite envoys on the world stage. We've got a couple of areas here where there's envoys we can do, but most of the regions right now that have envoys available are regions that I'm already doing money schemes on. So I'm going to try to avoid the regions I'm already busy in. This one here's got Blue Saint in it. We could probably... No, I can't. I thought I could send people there, but I cannot. This one is a decent region for this one, but I can't complete it yet. So there's a couple of other ones here too. Like this one here, it just gets us gold. It says a few moguls are properly equipped to launch their cars into equipped to fire their cars into space at the moon. So they're passing the hat to crowdfund the construction of a car catapult. Wow. For every oligarch. Dip your hand in the pot. So we can get $120,000 in 10 minutes by just doing that, which is pretty good, honestly. It's got a little bit of a heat generation, but it's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and actually take this because this is, again, it's only 30 heat and it's very fast. And I think I want to do this one down here too. Same deal, except we're already reducing heat over time here, so we're going to let that tick down. This one's got a money scheme. So, like, most of these regions, I've got pending schemes already going, but there are a few, like this one here. We can send them to this, invite the envoy. It says, invite envoys from the major powers to a peace summit at your island resort, where they can work out, quote unquote, the recent international tensions that have arisen between them. Gonna go ahead and do that one. This one here, we've been regulating the heat this whole time. Convenient, because it makes it 0 for this, so let's go ahead and do this. Actually, we can cancel this first and then do this. Canceling that one gets me a refund, supposedly, but I don't think it really matters with the people that are on the map kind of thing because you don't get them back anyway. So, but if you were paying for something, I guess you could do that. Okay, so nothing else there. This is a money scheme area. This one's reducing heat right now, but there's no schemes there. So I don't see any other envoy schemes other than the ones I've already queued up. So that'll be 2. We need to do all 5. I like this launch at the moon thing, though. It seems it's intriguing to me. But we're going to let this stuff go on the map so that I can get the money from it. And then we'll invite the envoys, the remaining envoys over time.
Objective complete.
So John Steele's here. We're just going to keep an eye on him real quick. And when he gets close to... I think it'd be interesting if he could, like, drill into one of these vents. Like, maybe have these be vents in the wall and he could just go through the ventilation system or something. See, that would be a really cool way of, getting symmetry into the map. Instead of having her just show up, she could slip through the ductwork or something. All right, so we've got Incendio nearby. And I think I'd like to get him in here because he's going to help us with this. So he can just hang out in here for a second. And now we have it marked for capture. So I can probably, just to help out here,
speak your mind.
Just to help out, we could get Jubei in here as well. As soon as he gets up, here we go. And we can get him in here to help out with the Steele situation. What are you doing? Come on. He just runs away from the fight. Come on, Jubei. All right, he ran away from the fight. Good for him. Yes. Meanwhile, Incendio's holding it down. Seems like a pretty easy capture. I gotta say, Mr. Steele, begging on your knees like this, I gotta say I'm pretty disappointed. I thought you'd be a more difficult capture. Oh well, we got him. Right. So of course we're inviting envoys. We need to kill those envoys once they get here. So we're just gonna wait that out now too. And yeah, I think that's the game right now. Is do this and wait just a little bit. So
The scheme has succeeded.
Yup, minions won't return. A lot of people have expressed a little discontent with how the minions work in this game. I don't have the experience of the first game to really know the comparisons, but supposedly, minions didn't just never come back in the first game. And I share your sentiments. I wish they had done it a little differently to where it wasn't just like cycling through hundreds and hundreds of different minions that never come back. I feel like, it really removes the personality from characters. But at the same time, it's one of those deals where the minions aren't really that important to my scheme, right? They're minions. They're very disposable. They're very replaceable, right? And that's, I think, sort of where they were going with it. But I share some of your sentiments on what they've decided to do there. But it's not.
An intruder has been captured.
I don't think it's a huge consequence. I don't think it's a gigantic disappointment. I feel like it's one of those things where I sort of went, yeah, I probably would have liked it be the other way. But I don't think it ruins the game in any way. There's a lot of things in every game we play. Every game you play on this channel, there's always something that I wish I could change. There's always one little thing, and that's the nature of preferences. Take it from a YouTuber. There's no way to make everyone happy. It's just not gonna happen, man. Let's go get this envoy now. And sooner or later, you have to embrace the inevitable. And that is that the only person you can make happy is yourself. If you can do that, if you can do things in a way that makes yourself happy, then you win. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one. I'm mostly speaking to other creators and even myself sometimes. You have to remind yourself sometimes of this. You're the only one that you can reliably do something to make happy. There's no one else that you should be focusing on. And that's kind of the way, developers do it with games and stuff, too. They do it with this idea that they want to make a great game. They want to make a game that they love. They want to make a game that they're really proud of. But that doesn't mean they get everything right. And it doesn't mean they're going to make everyone happy. I really wish we could train socialites faster than this. What's going on? Let's queue up the dime. Ooh, I can't even do that. I can queue up the franchise opportunity in the meantime while we're training socialites. I just don't want to leave the map screen and have somebody jump in here, but I guess it doesn't matter. Because we have other things to do while that's happening anyway. Like, for example, interrogating John Steele Sr., who is a saboteur, apparently. We need to interrogate him on a venom trap. So I need to go up to this floor and say, hey, interrogate on venom trap. And see if he likes that. And then we need to frame John Steele on the world stage after killing all the envoys. That's an interesting thing to have happen. can you go to the table like I asked you to do like a long time ago and get your...
I should plan my next menu.
You know, I should be planning where my inner sanctum is going to be. And I am still... You know what I think we're going to do? We're going to turn this into training room. We're going to turn... I think we're going to, yeah, turn this into training. And then we're going to turn... I think all of this into inner sanctum. Although she's still really far away, and if I want my guys to respond to the doors, I don't want them to be so far away. It would make more sense to have this be all inner sanctum, right? This giant area here, one giant inner sanctum with tons of loot in it, you know? A lot of you guys have expressed that that would be an awesome thing to do. Is like, just make one big inner sanctum, man. Emma deserves it. Put all the stuff in her place. Yeah, I mean, essentially that's what we're doing here with the vault. But the one difference is the vault space is space where we could expand our gold capacity. So, like, this power area sucks. It's taking up a lot of space and it's doing nothing for me. Other than, of course, keeping the lights on, because we're very close here on power anyway. This charity angle is an intriguing prospect. It says, now you've established your charity. Great. Now convince the rest of the world that it's already an establishment. Hey, a press corps of spin doctors should do the trick nicely. Okay. Train spin doctors in the lair. 18 of them? You have to train 18 of these guys? Holy cow. Are we sending 18 spin doctors to the map? I mean, I have to load up on like 30 of these suckers then, don't I? Wow, we're gonna need to buy a lot more minions, yeah. Let's bring them in.
Complete.
Bring as many of them in as we can. We got some spin doctor training to do, man. My goodness. All right, John Steele getting interrogated on the venom trap. Maybe everybody should maybe get off of that trap. Seriously? You did this with somebody in the area? The game's not smart enough to let your other people stay away from it? It's kind of weird. All right, so what just happened there? He's been interrogated on the venom trap. And it says down but not yet out. What?
An intruder has given us their secrets.
So he's not...
Task complete.
He's a minion now. Oh, interesting. Is he gonna, like, you know, attack and stuff? I hope not. We can't capture anything, so he's just this person that's walking around on Venom Trap. All right. Wow. Does the Venom Trap instantly convert people to my cause? Because that seems like a way better trap to have. You don't have to kill them and go through all this elaborate thing. You just... And then, ta-da, you're on my team now. Maybe it's a temporary thing. Oh, well. Invite more envoys. I still need another socialite. One more socialite. Yeah, she moved here, but that's okay. I have this region, too. One more socialite. Come on now. Give it to me. I think I'm going to let this run just a little bit. No schemes running here, actually. I don't want to send any spin doctors. Well, if I send spin doctors, then I can train more spin doctors, right? Ah, there's an idea. Send them to the map, and then you have to train more. Ah, okay. We'll do the same thing here. Okay, I'm going to let this run, and I'll be right back. All right, I found one of the envoys. He's just in here playing on the slot machine. Doesn't have a whole lot of health. No skill whatsoever. And very limited resolve. But he's just going to go around and, I guess, hang out in the casino for a little bit. Now, I'm supposed to kill the envoys. So, I suppose if they... I don't really want to do that in the casino, right? So I kind of want them to come on in here. But I'm actually thinking they won't. So if I go in and I capture... Oh, here we go. Agents coming in thinking they're all tough and stuff. That doesn't last long. Their resolve's going to start going down. So I don't think he'll... I don't think he's going to try to go into my base. I think he's going to hang out in the casino for a little bit. So when we don't have agents in the casino, I think that's the point where we're gonna go in and try to get them. I'm really, as much as I like the whole trap setup, and it's very fun, I think this is gonna have to be casino. You know, I think I'm gonna rework this and turn all of this into casino from, I think even up here. We take this room and we move it here, right? I think that's what's gonna happen. This room goes here. And then just outside that, we have casino from like here. And maybe we move this room down into here. So this whole thing becomes front operation. And then I think the power room needs to go. So I need to replace my power room. Now I went ahead and had the minions sort of cut out this room even bigger. So we just opened this up a little bit more. And with that, I should be able to now place a whole bunch more power facilities. Yeah, I think we'll go with these 3 for now. Should be able to pop those in. Then I can rework this room to be a bit better. And then, of course, when we start to unlock the harder rock, then the whole thing gets opened up. And with enough power, with enough of these fusion generators inside this area specifically, we can combine that with maybe some more in this area. Although these are all fusion generators at this point. But if we... Actually, do I have room for one right here? Ooh. I do indeed. We'll put that in there. With enough power down here, I can then open this up and have this no longer be a power room. I'd rather it not be. We have a couple of these beds and incinerators and stuff here too. We have a lot of stuff in this little hallway. I kind of like using the hallway for all their basic needs. We could even turn, you know, like some of these tables and stuff could go in the middle here, especially once we can open this up one more level deep. This whole thing can just become this wide open sort of needs center for all of our minions, since nobody should really be getting this far anyway. As far as like trying to trap them with, well, traps, I suppose. Look at him just hanging out in here. Yeah. This is like, this is the life, you know? I'm going to let him hang out too, because, you know, we have a second envoy coming in now too. And as long as these agents are in here, I'm not going to cause a big fight. I think the capture operation here is not going to be that scary. I am wondering about their resolve, though. If their resolve drops to 0, do they just leave and then I can't capture them? I have to invite them again? I mean, it could be a thing.
Has succeeded.
We're at 16 out of 18 spin doctors. Taking forever, man. Taking so long. I've got diamonds being grabbed there, and looks like this place. Is this in this? It's in this one, right? Olga's watching it now. We got another one up here. That's money. Blue Saints guarding this region. Let's give him another region to go into. I can't. I got money being made everywhere. We could do this one though. Yeah, there's the envoys. Go ahead and grab this one. That should be the final one to invite. So now it's just a matter of capturing them. So let's get the agents, who are now completely without any skill whatsoever. They're almost completely without resolve now too. They enter here. They're like, hey, we got to capture him. And as soon as they walk in this building, we see them on the cameras, and it's time to react. Oh God, it's like clockwork, you know? It works out so well, and then it's behind this door. Nobody can see it.
Installing prisoner. Please wait.
Well, I guess they can see it. Go capture this guy, please.
That intruder and capture them.
Capture these two. Let's grab the envoys if we have them on camera. Oh, looks like the socialites can just do it. They give up absolutely. Yeah. They don't fight it at all. That's awesome. That one said, make your newly trained... Hang on one second. Side stories. Make your newly trained press corps earn their share of your hard-earned charity dollars. Send them around the world to get out the word about your totally legitimate enterprise. Okay.
New optional
Absolutely.
objective available.
So that's 2 different build reputation schemes. And let's see, where are those? This is more envoy stuff. We won't need those in a second. That's the final one we're sending that helicopter to right now. So where is the build reputation? I don't see one at first glance. They might be tinier. This is franchising. Maybe here. No, it should be purple. We just trained socialites to do this, so it should be a purple colored scheme. But I'm not seeing it. Build reputation. What about this? Here we go. So the little, yeah, they're little loot bags. So we gotta interrupt that one. I'd rather not, even though I do have quite a bit of money. Purple loot bags. Purple loot bags. Here's another one right here. And it doesn't look like anybody's in this region. So we'll pay for this to be removed. Bring down the heat.
An agent has been captured.
And then we'll go ahead and run this. Build reputation. Sending 6 spin doctors and a bunch of valets off to do that job. Wow. That's quite a bit of people. Let's see if I can send some valets on that region for heat. And we've already invited all the envoys. So we don't need this one anymore. Which means I could go ahead and... the heat is just this level where you can't do anything in the region without removing it first. So I'm gonna... This is $270,000. Let's pay for this. And then we'll go ahead. Well, I need a green one, don't I?
We have captured an agent.
There we go. Grab this one and do that instead. All right. So we haven't killed the envoys yet. We've captured them, which is perfectly acceptable because we can come down to our prison and the envoys can simply be interrogated and that will kill them. So that will satisfy the requirements. Captured. You can also be interrogated for intel because we don't have any now. We'll do the same thing with you and the same thing with you. And then this envoy gets to have the... Ooh, you have to interrogate them with the chair? Huh? I can't use traps on this guy. So the envoys have to have the interrogation chair.
Succeeded.
At least it seems that way. I guess we'll wait then.
An interrogation has succeeded.
Uh-huh.
We have more intel.
There we go. Yep. The envoys have to have the chair used. Okay. Any additional envoys? Yep, I got this one. He's got a little bit of skill left, so maybe we'll wait until his skill is 0. They come in with basically no health, so it's kind of nice. They're not fighters, right? They're... Even though it does say one of the world's best diplomats. Okay. I hear John Steele doesn't like diplomats. Okay. For some reason, I thought I remembered seeing one of John Steele's best agents or something. One of John Steele's best something. But yeah, it's not world's best diplomats. John Steele doesn't like them. This makes a lot more sense.
I want that intruder.
So let's mark them for capture. And we'll have our guys bring them in. And then I think once they... Oh. What in the world are you guys doing? Oh, I think you're responding because the camera could see him. But our socialite's already taking care of it. And then I think once he gets in here, maybe I'll just go ahead and just mark him for death at that point.
The heat at a criminal network has attracted the forces of justice.
Yeah, let's just mark him for death now.
Found and killed.
So, envoy's dead. Easy. We'll take care of the body bag and be done with it. Okay, build reputation. We got one more left to do. And, you know, is it only this region? Can we not do it anywhere else? Does it have to be Australia? It appears as though it has to be Australia. Okay, well, I mean, we have 81% in our vault, so I'd rather just do this before the heat gets too built up. So let's just take this. And we'll do that. And so we need to kill 2 more envoys. And then we frame him, which is 5 more schemes on the map to frame him. While we're framing him, we're up to 224 spare power. Brilliant. So let's start eliminating some of these power generators. Oh, these are the big... Oh, my son is going nuts upstairs. Those are the big ones. I'm not sure I want to eliminate the big ones. Maybe moving the big one would be better. I don't think it's going to let me do this. Yeah, it's going to invalidate that whole area. Let's go lower.
A scheme has succeeded.
And, you know, if I move some of the stuff around, I could do this. So let's put that there. I'm going to reorganize the power area. I'll be right back. Okay, it says you need somewhere to store all of your donations. Some kind of giant money-saving device. Where could you get one of those? Now I'm moving my power room around a little bit, so we're a little bit out of power at the moment, but that's not a big deal. We're back up. There we go. We're just kind of rearranging the power room, right? Adding some new infrastructure. And then as these 2 get built, we'll remove these, put a whole new row in, etc., etc. On we go. Moving them out of the top room here. We still have 3 of these. So we're moving them out of here so that we can turn this area into more functional, usable space and leave the power room down below. So that's what I'm working on now. We have our cells back up, so all the captures are happening. And we still haven't killed all of the envoys in the lair. I'm starting to think perhaps envoys came and left. Like maybe their resolve was brought down. And they just left before I could actually get them. So I may need to invite more. Which I guess is something I can do, but I didn't know that they were. I didn't know that they were here. Guess I just have to keep a closer eye on the casino. Because I've invited 5, but I don't see the 5 that I've invited. I've only seen 3.
Has been subdued and captured.
There's no scheme running in this region, so we can invite the envoy here. See if we can get another one to show up. And then over here,
an agent.
This is Moonshot. It's a good amount of stuff, but like it's a good amount of money. But I'd rather do the interrogate charity workers. Oh, we have charity workers in the lair. Wait, do we? Are they coming in on this cruise ship? Maybe that's where they're popping in on. Let's take a look at this backside here. Okay, nothing. So, charity workers, where are you? There they are.
Training resumed.
You can. That's definitely them right there, man. They're getting off that cruise ship right now. Perfect. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely have to ask them. How in the world do you save and store all this money? Socialites chatting them up, right? Let's we can mark them for distract.
Don't interfere with this intruder.
Oh, we're unmarking them for distract, I guess. I would like to capture. Once they get into here, I think we'll do it. Okay.
A scheme has succeeded.
Can we get another envoy in the lair? I gotta keep an eye on that. And then also we've got these guys. So investigator, go here. I want your intel. Go here. You are gonna go to the punching bag. You're gonna go to the chair. Then you're gonna go to the chair. All right. We have all of them marked up for interrogation now. Free up space in our cells. These guys don't fight back, so I think marking them for capture should just work, right?
A scheme has succeeded.
Is that something that should just work? After they've spent a little bit of cash. You know? Want them to spend money.
An interrogation has succeeded. We have more intel.
You know, you guys spend some time watching other creators play this game too, right? So I am curious as to, because I don't do that. I don't watch other people play games that I'm already playing, or games that I plan to play. There's no way I want to spoil that for myself.
To find and capture that
but one of the things that I'm curious about is... hang on.
I need that
Mark these
intruder
guys for
found and
capture.
captured now.
We only really need to interrogate 2 of them. So with these guys marked for capture...
An interrogation has succeeded.
Oh, here's an
There's
envoy. We want to get this guy too.
On the world stage.
We'll mark him for
Locate and
capture
grab
too.
that intruder.
Yeah, these guys
The
are coming up to
trap
get
has
it.
been triggered.
Oh, traps are being triggered? When I'm, yeah,
An
interrogating, right?
has succeeded.
I'm curious on what other creators are doing
Intel.
related to the pacing of the game. Like, are they doing massive cuts like this too? Are they letting it play on for a while and then queuing you in on new things? Or are they mostly just doing sort of montage things? Or maybe they're just letting the whole thing play out. I feel like if you just let it play out and you record the whole thing, like for what it is, like you don't cut anything out. I feel like that playtime
Has been triggered.
is going to get... Oh, you know what? I should do this. I feel like that playtime is going to get pretty slow. We can see it as YouTubers. We can see metrics and things about like how often are people coming back to watch videos. How long into the series are people following along? Average watch time is another thing that's that we watch really closely, and you know, especially like when people watch it, we can sometimes we get skewed results. Sometimes we get skewed, like it's like we'll see average watch time going down, but it's really just people who are watching at like 1.5 times speed or 2 times speed or something.
Has been triggered.
Those people bring down average watch times considerably. And it's one of those things where like how often are people just skipping ahead, or how often are people speeding up the videos? And
missing in action.
you know, I feel like when we cut things out, when it's slower, like this, the pacing of this is very slow right now. I feel like when we do that and we cut things out, it ultimately leads
You've run
to
out of power. Build more
a loss in
generators.
retention. People will just skip ahead to the good parts, kinds of things, right? If we don't skip ahead, if we don't, you know, just only fill you in on the action parts, because the idea is, I want to showcase a game to you,
Has stalled.
but it's my job to keep it entertaining for a longer period of time. And sometimes the games
Something
don't
is wrong
help
with
with
either
that. Sometimes
minions.
the way the games are formatted work actively against keeping it interesting as content, right? So it's sort of my job to try to figure out how to present it to you to keep you engaged as long as possible. And I'm thinking that this whole sort of cutting is working, but I don't know. So I'd love to hear your feedback as to how well that's working for you in terms of like cutting certain things out. Wait, we're supposed to be capturing this guy. Oh, I can't capture them because the cells are
Your
offline.
minions are in combat.
Yeah, all of our cells are offline while I'm messing with the power. These things have to get built before... Actually, let's... Wait, are you already... How do I cancel this? I guess I can't because these are active still. All right, let's try this. We're gonna cancel this one. Cancel this one. Oh, I can't do that. Wow. Okay. Well, we're only down 6 power, so let's find some things to shut off, like right here. Shut these things off, and we're good. All right, now we can capture everything.
Power.
Anyway, I would love to know your opinion and your sort of what works for you, right? Because we're certainly not going to be able to play Evil Genius from this point on in a way that just shows you every single detail and every single moment. It's definitely too slow. So how are you... how do I present it in a way that really gets you and gets your attention and keeps your attention for longer, and maybe makes it to where you know, don't skip through the video, or makes it to where you... What in the hell?
Imbeciles. I want that intruder located and killed.
That one was like not being captured. She's like, you cannot, there can only be one. Doris Smith. Okay, well, you know, he was gonna die anyway. And honestly, we have pretty much maxed out intel, so Okay, we can hopefully capture everybody now. One more envoy, though. One more envoy. This region is currently unguarded, if you will. It's not being watched. Now that the heat is gone, we can go ahead and do this one. And yeah, there we go. Also, I'm really curious because I don't do this. I can't do this, and I don't understand this. So it's something that I'd love to maybe not necessarily start a conversation about, but just something to get your feedback on. What is, for those of you who do watch videos that are sped up, what's the reason for doing that? Is it just timing? Is it like if you consistently watch every video at 1.5 times speed, is it just like impatience, or do you like just have very limited time to watch videos? How does that work for you? What is it about that makes you do that? So I can try to figure, because getting feedback from viewers is the only way to really truly improve, is to get lots of feedback. And so if there's something where my videos specifically, you're watching them really sped up, but like others you don't, like what is it about a video that makes you want to watch it sped up versus watching it at the pace that the creator sort of deems as what they want? Like the pacing that I've said is the right pacing for this content that I want to make. What makes it to where you want to watch it sped up? Is it just me, or is it just somebody? Do you watch it on all content, or maybe it's like a type of content? Like I would love to just pick your brains on that. And for those of you who watch it sped up, because that type of thing does actively reduce watch time, and therefore reduces the exposure and discoverability of a video if enough people are doing that. And so if there's something I'm doing that causes that, I'd love to know what that is. So and a lot of times it's mostly just, you know, hey, I don't have time to watch videos, so I want to watch it to the end, so this is how I cope with that. And that's like totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I don't want to like shame the people who go fast or anything. But if it actively is something that I can change, if it's something that I can do to, you know, maybe alter that behavior, or perhaps I've already done something that altered the behavior for you, I'd love to know what that was so I can potentially address it. All right, so launch scheme here, and we're gonna also go in and I think we just take down this whole area. Yeah, just take down the heat in this whole area. Do I really only have 3 out of 5 envoys? What is going on here? I feel like I've invited like 7 of these guys. Okay, this one hasn't started yet. That's why. Okay. So there's an envoy upstairs.
A scheme has succeeded.
There. Just kill him.
I have reports of an intruder in the lair.
And then
Kill
this
them.
guy we need to interrogate for the sweet charity. So we'll get him in the chair. And now it's 4 out of 5. Okay, good. That's what I needed. This is the charity worker. We're going to go ahead and interrogate this one now too. So that's all that's necessary for this. Once we've killed the envoys, we gotta frame John Steele on the world stage, which I feel like, again, there's 5 different instances. So we killed 5 envoys. We need to stage the deaths of 5 envoys, basically. And then once we've framed him for doing that, then we execute him so that, you know, I guess he can't talk, because dead people don't talk. Yes. This is working out. And you know what? The bigger this casino is, the more likely it is that these guys will stay in. They'll chat with our people, right? Like, because eventually they've seen everything, and then they want to go into the room. So if we increase the everything that they want to see, we increase the amount of time, and ultimately we make it significantly more likely that they leave without incident, really, which is kind of cool. So I don't think this is ever being utilized very well. And in fact, a lot of this stuff is using power, and we really don't need it to, right? Send a team of minions to make the ultimate withdrawal.
An interrogation has succeeded.
The world's largest piggy bank.
Intel.
Oh god, is this a giant pig? Is this gonna be a giant pig bank? Oh no. Where is the world's giant piggy bank? There it is. Steal the piggy bank. Send your spin doctors to the charity event where the world's largest piggy bank is on display. And then have them steal the bank so that you can make a huge donation to yourself. Okay, first thing I want to do here is reduce the heat. Second thing we're going to do is take this. Actually, what I could have done instead, took the workers, then reduce the heat. Probably should have done that, but
only if I must.
Let's steal the piggy bank. And then what's this? Oh yeah, another one of these moonshot things. I wonder what's causing this. Like the car catapult thing. This is in like all sorts of regions.
Spared.
It's got an icon like it's... The icon suggests that it's a loot item thing, or a loot item quest, but like I don't know, is that really what the Sweet Charity's doing? I thought Sweet Charity was doing something else. Hey, we can get these workers. Let's get these workers.
Heron Rising stuff.
And then we want to reduce the heat. Aw, Intel, man. This is probably going to get locked down. Unless...
Training has stalled.
No, we don't have any captured people. So, no unless. I'm thinking this doesn't need to be here. I'm going to sell that Venom Trap. I think it's just the one Venom Trap is all we really needed. For the sake of the scheme. But maybe not. We'll see. Yep. I was going to make this a loot video, too. Like, I was going to do 2 more loot videos. But the current main quest, capturing John Steele in lair, it activates John Steele coming to your lair. So I felt like I had to react to it. So this will be half of Dear John, I suppose, plus Sweet Charity. I'll probably still name this video Sweet Charity, but... No, I'm not gonna. Why would I do that? I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna name videos until like way after I'm done recording. Usually it's a last-minute decision. Do the titles get you guys?
An agent has been captured.
Let's just make this entire video about asking you about your input. What kinds of videos do you watch and why, and how do I get your attention? How do I scheme you? That's what this whole video is really asking you. Just give me the formula to scheme you into watching them. Hey.
Interrogation success.
Hey,
An
Iris.
agent has given us their secrets.
Iris is going to use the stairs instead. That's fine. You can get interrogated here, and that's going to give me all the intel I need to get back in the game. Sweet. Stealing the piggy bank. We doing this? We're doing this. There it is. 15%. I'm going to let this run just a little bit longer.
A scheme has succeeded.
And then we will come back. Oh, hang on. He's in this region. Yeah, I'll let this run. That's going to get locked down. I'll let this run for just a little bit. Let this complete, and I'll be right back. Ooh, hello. Big money there. Actually, I can't do that because they're 98%. Got to spend some money, so I'm going to try to do that too. I'll see you guys in a second. So it said a wave of soldiers has just arrived. That sounds fun. We're going to steal the piggy bank now.
An interrogation has succeeded.
There we go.
It's an opportunity on the world
So
stage.
we want side stories, and let's go. So we have the piggy bank. We have some more loot items as well. We're going to be going after those. I'm going to do everything I can. I want to see it all. But we still have some crime lords and stuff that we want to take care of at the same time. So I think let's do hidden gems out of time. Like, it's all caps. If it's all caps, you got to do it, right? Strange Tachyon spikes are happening all over the world. Oh, we're definitely doing this. But let's look at the current item that we just got first. I'm going to pause it just because it said there's soldiers on the map. So I've cleared out this. Notice how we're at exactly power 0 right now. They have to install this before we have power, but... So the new loot item, and again, even this vault's not big enough to hold all this stuff. This is the world's biggest piggy bank. Aha! Untold wealth lies within. Now, if only you could find a hammer. But until then, minions can just reach in through the oversized slot. It's $30,000 output. We just get $30,000 added to our coffer by placing this. Wow. Cool. I guess. I'm gonna put it. Can't put it. Yeah, I can. I can put it right here for now. You know what we do? Like the freaking head just is staring at the pig's ass the whole time. There you go. We'll move all this stuff too. I'm not gonna keep it here. This is getting changed. We're gonna make a giant sanctum. I think. Like, I still think it should be here, but maybe this whole area becomes the training area. You know, we could do that. That becomes training. And then this integrated training here, maybe we move this into something else. If we're making that whole top side a casino, we'll probably need some more, you know, I mean, we have beds, but we can turn the beds and the other types of amenities right here and maybe reduce the size of our prison just a little bit. And then the inner sanctum, again, I think... I don't know, because I want my henchmen to be very close by. So I'm actually now tempted to make this the inner sanctum. And then this is where all the loot items could go through. I want to decorate a really cool sanctum too. Like I want to make it with all this decor stuff. We got like these pillars and stuff, and make a row of those, candles, statues, suits of armor, paintings, bookshelves, just all this stuff. Because there's some really cool stuff in here with some really cool flavor text as well. Like this. Rumor has it this is Emma's favorite painting. It reminds her of antiquated concepts, like mercy, for example. So like I want to do all that stuff too. And then this, I think this can be a proper sanctum up here instead. Because that way our henchmen can really react, not only to this door, but also to the casino floor very quickly. So, yeah. So this guy is the final envoy to kill. And I say we just do it. Although I'm not sure we get... I don't think we get any intel from this.
The criminal network has too much heat.
I need that intruder.
So I'm going to mark her for death right now, and then
now.
The guards will just go do it. And then I am kind of interested to see what's going to happen with, you know, the soldiers that are coming in here. Right? So I think in the start of the next video, we're going to start the out of time. Maybe we can do one in a beeline, but at the same time, while we're doing the loot items, we're going to do the schemes on the map to frame John Steele, right? Because, again, we can only do one side story at a time, so you just have to, that's just the way it is. So we're going to do these three first. Every time there's loot items, we're going to do those first, and then we'll come in and maybe just go down the list here. Maybe we'll talk to Eli. We'll do this one, this one, this one. I'm not entirely sure what order, but we'll just do them. And, you know, if it's something where you should do this in a certain order, whatever. If it's like convenient, or if I do it correctly, or I guess the way you want it, I don't know. A lot of people have opinions on what order I should do things in, and it's kind of like I don't really think it matters all that much, especially at this point where it's sort of like. Oh, look at that. We can fix that. Let's sell this one. Oh, it's still invalid? Okay, we'll move you down. And then we just... Even this tile can't be invalidated. There we go.
You're running low on power. Build more generators.
It's fine. So we're going to tackle the soldiers, most likely at the start of the next video. Because they're coming in somewhere. They're going to be coming in any second now. And then... yeah, then we'll have to address that, and we'll capture them, turn them into mercenaries, and they can be our minions. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching, and if you do happen to participate in the conversations of, like, you know, some of the things I've talked about today, I would really appreciate that, because, you know, getting solid feedback from a variety of people is really important. So anyway, take it easy, guys. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.